You're a regular at this dance? You come regularly?
Yeah, I come every week. It's every Monday night, and I've been coming for about 6 years.
Excellent. And why did you first start coming to this dance? What attracted you to it?
I actually was kind of kidnapped the first time I got here. I didn't know what contra dancing was, and a couple people I knew from high school, they drove up in a van, actually, and they said, "Get in the van, we're going to a contra dance." I said, "What's that?" And they said, "Just get in the van, you'll see when we get there." And I was like, "All right, I'll do that." And we drove up, we pulled up outside there, and walked in the dark over to this town hall. Opened up the door, you can kind of hear the muffled music. When we opened the door, it's just a flood of light, a flood of music. Everyone was doing the long lines forward and back, and it was just great. And I looked at the dances, so I thought, hey, this doesn't look that hard. I think I could do this, and it wasn't hard at all. It was great.
How long have you been coming to this dance?
I've been coming to Nelson, I would say, almost 4 years.
And you're a regular? You come every week?
Pretty much every Monday. I actually hold the record for most consecutive Mondays at 119.
That's a lot of Mondays.
Yeah.
And why did you start coming to the dance? What first made you come?
Well, originally my friend Dave, who you already talked to, dragged me to a dance in Greenfield, Massachusetts. And that dance is really advanced and really experienced, and almost kind of shocked me into contra dancing. And I almost didn't come back. I didn't come back to contra dancing for 2 or 3 months. And then he's like, "Hey, you gotta check out Nelson. It's the best dance ever. They have free cookies." So one day I showed up in Nelson, and I just never stopped.
So you've been coming regularly. What are your favourite things about the dance? What do you like about coming here?
Everyone dances with everyone. It's fun. It's fast paced, but it's not too complex. Everyone after a couple, 2 spins around, you understand what's going on, and everyone knows it easily. It's nice. It's fun. And it keeps everyone active. Everyone hangs out with each other, and no one's worried about dancing with someone they don't know.
Sure. And obviously you come to the dance a lot. What are your favourite things about the dance? What really makes it such a good dance that's worth coming to for 119 consecutive Mondays?
Well, the great thing about Nelson, first off, I think it really embodies the community. Everyone here is really friendly, welcoming to new people, and it really starts feeling like your family after a while. It has such a long history, over 200 years of contra dancing, and it's really if you've never experienced Nelson, you just have to experience it.
Excellent. And I guess, you don't just come because of the dancing, you come because there's people here and it's a great atmosphere, and the cookies as well.
Absolutely.
So it's about more than just the dancing,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's really amazing. You come Monday after Monday, and you dance with these people. And it wasn't actually until I had this really crazy realization, actually about 3 years ago. My father passed away very suddenly. And all these people from the dance community reached out to me and really was very supportive with that. And I had this great realization that all these people I've been dancing with every Monday, were my friends. And really a huge part of my life.
Fantastic. And so I guess you built up friendships with the people just through coming here. There's people who you would maybe not normally have built up a friendship with.
Definitely. I would say that the cool thing about contra dancing is if you were to go in there and survey people and say, "Hey, what do you do in the world?" You would get 81 different answers. And contra dancing in so many ways breaks social boundaries, age boundaries, and brings people together doing something that they love to do.
And what you obviously love this dance. You love coming here. What are your favourite things about the dance? If you could pick out some things, what is it that makes you think this dance is great?
So many things.
Pick some of them out.
Sure. One great thing is that you're getting to interact with so many different people on I'm not going to say intimate level really, but it's a really close level, and it's a physical level. And it's something that you don't really get that much. Another piece of it is the eye contact. You really get to look at people and have them look at you, and that's really nice. And the music is just wonderful. It's wonderful to have live musicians. There's so many. The exercise component is great, and then there's a little bit kind of a flirtatious element too that I kind of like.
Excellent. And so it's kind of yeah, you come for the dancing, but you also come for the social kind of activity of it.
Sure, and I mean, a lot of people, you know, I don't know most of these people's names. I mean, I learned them
Yeah.
sort of over the years at this particular dance, but a lot of the other dances that I don't go to that often, I won't really know that many people's names, but I'll know them by, you know, the fact that I've danced with them before, and there's that connection that can be built. It's a different kind of social experience, but it's still a really great one.
So you said you'd been to one dance in like Greenfield. Do you go to other dances as well apart from this?
You know, at one time, I would say almost a year ago, I was dancing on a more regular basis, like 2 or 3 times a week. You know, between Nelson, Greenfield, there are dances in Peterborough, Walpole, all over the area.
Yeah.
So, like, if you work at it, you can dance 3 to 4 times a week.
But how are those dances different from this one? What's different about this one?
There's something about Nelson where you walk in, you see the same faces every Monday night. You know, a lot of the dances that we do the first half of the whole dance are the same. And there's just something about that repetition. Like one of the funniest parts of the night is when they do announcements and Don is doing his little spiel, you know, $3 in the box on the table, and he says the same thing over and over. You know, we all know it by heart, but there's just something very special about it.
Excellent.